Hello, friends. Scott Smith with the Smith team at Keller Williams. Wanted to share with you a quick update on what is happening in the Twin Cities real estate market halfway through 2024. So just wanted to give you a quick update on some vital stats, what's happening nationally, and then also locally to give you some insights on potentially making some decisions, whether now's a good time to move or if it's a good idea to wait for a better time for you and your situation. So wanted to share with you some insights that we get from our friends at Keeping Current Matters. It's a national news outlet that gives us all the great information and graphics to share with you. So here we go. Let's just take a look at what is happening in the local market in the Twin Cities in 2024. One of the great sayings that we've got from Keeping Current Matters is most agents know what's happening. Good agents understand what's happening. Great agents explain what's happening. So we wanted to share with you just our insights on what is going on in the Twin Cities and nationally. One thing that's very interesting that we've seen is what contrast to what you might be hearing in the news. 90% of the country's metro areas have experienced home price growth appreciation over the last couple years. So we're seeing that growth rate temper a little bit. We're not seeing the double-digit appreciation in some markets, but we're actually seeing some steady growth in some of the more stable markets. The peaks and the valleys that we see are really on the coasts, where we'll see California, Phoenix, Florida areas, where we'll see that real strong growth, but then they'll also come back down as inventory changes. So I'll show you a good chart on that. This is right from the chief economist from National Association of Realtors, Lawrence Yun, who's been there for a long time and has navigated a lot of the ups and downs that we've seen. So here's what we're seeing across the board from a number of different outlets where they are predicting what we're going to see. The interesting thing that I see is on the far right side with Freddie Mac. They're seeing basically flat appreciation, 0.5. And then on the other side, you've got Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are the ones that basically service the loans for conventional financing. Fannie Mae is predicting 4.8% appreciation. The average of all 7 of these is 3%. Historically, typically we'll see about 4% appreciation, so definitely modest growth, but still going in the right direction. This is nationally, so it certainly makes a difference when it comes to local numbers. What we're seeing in the Twin Cities is days on market actually creeping up, which is a healthy sign. We go from May of 2022, where we're just over 3 weeks, to where we're just over a month last year, and then now 41 days on market on average. So that's good. It gives our buyers and sellers a little bit more time to breathe as we're kind of navigating the buying and selling process. So back to more stable market conditions. One of the things that Mortgage Reports has shared with us is the continued imbalance between supply and demand. Home prices are expected to keep rising. It's economics 101. Supply and demand. Fewer homes on the market means that we're not able to meet the demand, and prices are going to continue to go up. So, and we're sitting with considerably lower inventory than we've had in probably 5 to 10 years ago, but definitely up from where we've been over the last 3 to 4 years. The current market rising prices are a direct result of that insufficient supply, not meeting that full demand. Where we are in the Twin Cities, you can see the dark blue line is actually the current year compared to last year. So we're actually up quite a bit over last year. I believe it's about 17% inventory increase compared to we were the same time in 2023, which is a good thing. Again, we want to be able to have that market temper, not have the real peaks and the valleys. It's healthier for both buyers and for sellers. Median sale price, what we've seen in the Twin Cities, this is the most recent data that we have from May, looking back at where we were in May of 2022 to May of 2023 and May of 2024. You see that we're actually up $15,000 compared to this time last year, up 4.1%. Doesn't sound like a lot from a percentage standpoint, but as prices continue to go up, they become out of reach for those people that are sitting on the sidelines saying that we're going to wait for prices to come down. If you look at May of 22 compared to 2023, we saw that little drop in prices, about $5,000, as the market was adjusting, and now we're coming back up again as we've seen interest rates really stabilize around that mid to upper 6s, where we've been for the last couple of years. I'll touch on that as well. Inventory rising, but we're still seeing it slow. This is nationally, where we're seeing the same week, we're actually up 38% from the same time in 2023, and we're down 35% compared to where we were in 2029. So it's a good thing. Existing home inventory across the board in nationally, we're certainly up from where we've been in the COVID years, the pandemic years, but not quite catching up to 2020. We're seeing a huge influx in new construction, so more new construction homes is giving people the opportunity to kind of time their move around that build. So we're going to expect to see more homes coming on the market as we get into the next few months ahead. What we're seeing is I've actually seen some stats nationally that in some markets, new construction is actually a third of the inventory that's on the market. So not too many resale properties on the market, which from a seller standpoint, it gives you a good option because you know your competition is less. From a buyer standpoint, we might not be able to afford a new construction house, so it's still a competitive market in that arena. This is one chart that I thought was really interesting. It shows where we are in inventory compared to May of 2024. You see Minnesota is up almost 30%, but you see some of the coastal markets, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, up significantly. Florida market is really, really on the decline because I think so many people move there. They bought vacation houses and now they want to sell. Washington area, Arizona is there. Both markets are down significantly. So we're seeing quite a bit of a change across the board with that. But good inventory in the Twin Cities. We're seeing that up, and again, that's helping things stabilize. After 2 years of higher mortgage rates, sellers are slowly coming back into the marketplace. There are a lot of people who are saying we're going to wait for rates to come down. We have not seen that, and we're actually expecting that people are just saying, you know what, this is the way the markets are going to be. We need to move now because of our family situation, regardless of the interest rates. So let's do that now. Get into a house before prices go out of reach, and then we can refinance down the road. So it's a good opportunity for people that are looking at situations like that. Pending sales in the Twin Cities, we're actually seeing a little bit of a uptick in market activity. You can see the darker blue line is where we were or where we are this year, and the light gray line is where we were a year ago, and it mirrors pretty much the same. So our inventory is up, but our pending sales are strong. So again, that points to the market being a little bit more stable. So if you're looking to make a move in the next 6 months or a year, if you're curious of how much your house might be worth in today's market, it's changing. Certainly reach out to us. You can call, text, click, send Pony Express, whatever you need to do, smoke signals up in the air for us. We're happy to help. We know what's going on in the market. We'd love to be a resource for anyone you know that's looking to buy or sell real estate in the Twin Cities. If you know of someone that's looking nationally, maybe a move from one state to the next, or you've got a family member that has to sell a home in a different market and maybe they don't have a good real estate agent, we have a great network of agents that are top producing agents and very knowledgeable within the market that we can certainly connect them with. So reach out to us. We're happy to help when it comes to that. 651-777-3434. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Be careful, be safe, and have some fun. Take care.